All right, shalom, shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, I would like to say call Halayim, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahawashi Ba'Hashem, or Kar Kadash. Barakatum to the Akim. Double honors to the other apostles, a great millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. I'm just hop straight into it, just to show the humbleness of Yahawashi, man. You know, because a king riding a ass, that's a humble sight. You know, Yahawashi didn't pick. Now, a donkey is strong as shit, but he didn't pick one of the most majestic animals of the bunch. A donkey is a lowly animal, man, compared to a horse that represents power, strength, and royalty. Okay? So, and this is spiritual, because King Solomon literally did this too, but it was a mule. Now, when you look up a mule is nothing but a crossbred between a horse and a donkey, man. So, nonetheless, it's the same shit, you know? But this is 1 Kings 1:33. And the king said unto them, now this king being King David, take with you the servants of your Lord, and cause Solomon my son to ride upon my own mule, and bring him to Gihon. So Solomon, as Solomon rode a donkey or a mule type animal back then in Solomon, that's very heavy, man. All right? Seeing the little preambles of Yahawashi, man. Okay? And that's a humble thing to do. Now let's get into the prophecy. Zechariah 9:9. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughters of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just, having salvation. All right, who is that? Especially for you Old Testament niggas. Who is coming with salvation? All right? This isn't talking about King David. All right? It says lowly, and that's the key word, lowly. Being humble, man. Lowly. A humble spirit, man. All right? Yahawashi is, the most humblest of all. Literally said that he humbled himself to die on a cross, man. So looking at the characteristics of Yahawashi, him washing the disciples' feet, all right? Him that's greatest among us should be what? Servant to all. That's humbleness, Akim. All right? Being humble, yet still doing the work, yet still watching out for his brothers. Yet, they try to crown him. What did he do? He didn't want the crown. He dipped off in the crowd because it wasn't time yet to be glorified. It was time to do the Father's work. The same with us. It ain't time for us to be glorified right now. It's time for us to do the work. All right? Be wise as serpents, wise as serpents, harmless as doves. You got to have humbleness for that, man. Knowing how evil Esau is, how wicked these niggas is, and how much we want to just take their ass out, all right? You got to be humble enough to calm your ass down and wait on the Lord. Humbleness and patience, all right? Yahawashi, perfect example of humbleness and patience, man. Patiently suffering the things he did, all right? Doing the work and being humble about it, not boasting himself up, all right? He even said, basically, his words wasn't his own words. This is from Yahweh, his father. All right? He didn't take the credit. All the credit went back to the father. All right? But you got a lot of niggas on this side who me. Have no, a lot of you guys are just proud and self-willed. You guys don't even follow the characteristics of Yahawashi. What did Paul said? Follow me, for I follow Yahawashi. Now, be ye example of me, so, because I follow Yahawashi. Something along those lines, man. All right? Now here, let's hit this Matthews 21:2. Saying unto them, go into the village over against you, and straightway you shall find an ass tied, and a coat with her. Loose them, and bring them unto me. And if any man say aught unto you, ye shall say, the Lord have need of them, and straightway he will send them. And that's exactly what happened. All this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet Zechariah, saying, tell the daughter of Zion, behold, the king cometh, unto thee, meek. Now in the Old Testament it says lowly. Same word, same definition, meek, humble, sitting on an ass, in a coat of foil of a ass. All right? So Yahawashi came into town humble. All right? He came in, man, given who Yahawashi is, he came in there humble. So guess what? When he come back, this time, he coming in his glory. All right? Isaiah 47:3. He said, I should not meet thee as a man. All right? Isaiah 63rd chapter. Who's this who comes from Basra? 2nd Esdras 13th. And that breath of smoke that's going to shoot out his nostrils, and a large multitude ain't going to be able to be perceived. They're going to be turned to dust, according to 2nd Esdras the 13th chapter, man. Okay? So this time, Yahawashi coming with a sword. Matthew 10:34. He said, what if that fire was kindled, man? He want this shit to be popping off, man. So he could be the cherry on top, man. So, he came into town humble the first time. It ain't gonna happen that way the second time, man. All right? He's about to conquer this earth, man. All right? I believe that's Revelations 20, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it, man. Salaki Akim. I'm gonna get it. Where's this Revelations at? One of the last scriptures I read. Salakia. All right, come. All right, this is Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and him that sat on it was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. All right? It says what? His eyes were as a flame of fire. His head had many crowns. Why? Because, he's kings of kings. And not only that, he's going to take all the crowns of you other kings of the earth. All right? And his name was written that no man knew but himself, which his name was Yahawashi. And the only people who know that is the men of Yahawashi, which would be the body of Yahawashi, man. So he himself, us being the body, we know the name. All right? The men of wisdom should see thy name. All right? Verse 13. And his cloth was a vesture dipped in blood. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name was called the word of Yahweh. So not only was he the sacrifice, but really, he's coming back for war. All right? Isaiah the 63rd chapter. All right? Whose garments is dyed with the blood of Basra. You know? I roughly paraphrasing. All right? Verse 14. The armies which were in heaven followed him upon a white horse. He coming back in power. He ain't coming back on the ass or a donkey. All right? He coming back in his glory, man. With the armies of heaven. Clothed in fine linen, white and clean. All right? And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that he should smite the nations, and he should rule them with the rod of iron, and he should tread of the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of the almighty power. So, perfect. Isaiah 63 is the perfect link up, man. Yahawashi came on a donkey the first time. He coming on a great white horse. No, not literal, nigga. It's called the UFO. And good, perfect. This is the segue into my next lesson. All right, about this UFO thing, man. All right, but I pray you brothers was edified. I'm gonna say call Halorium Yahweh by Hashem, Yahawashi by Hashem, Wakar Kodash. Barakathum to the elect, double honors to the other apostles, a great millstone. Shalom.